Hey everyone, Hannah here from Preferred Physical Therapy, where we help people aged 40 and above stay active and independent, live free from painkillers, and avoid surgery. So welcome to the second week of August. This week I put out a Technique Tuesday video showing you a couple exercises that you can do to help release any stress headaches or tension headaches that you may be experiencing. And my blog for this week was talking about headaches and migraines and how food may or may not be the culprit of why you're experiencing the headaches and the migraines. So I wanted to jump on and talk to you guys a little bit about maybe what type of foods could be affecting you, and just an easy thing that you can do to maybe help see what food exactly might be the cause of your headache, if in fact that is the cause of the headache. So I have a list right in front of me talking about a couple of the foods that could potentially cause any headache-like symptoms. Some things could be like aged cheese, alcohol, peanuts, beans, pickled foods, onions, avocados, and the list goes on and on. Like, you can easily search this online and find a large list of what could be potential headache triggers for you. And I have never personally tried this, but I have heard people do this. Maybe it was for headaches, maybe it was for if someone was having like gut issues or anything like that. But you could also look into like an elimination diet. And what that pretty much does is you kind of knock out all of the foods that you think may be the cause of your headaches. If you start to notice a little bit of a trend, you want to knock that food out, maybe give it like a month or two without eating it, and then if there's a couple things that you knocked out, then you want to start to introduce them slowly, one by one, back into your diet to see if you're again having those headache or migraine symptoms. Now, I'm not a nutritionist. I recommend speaking to a nutritionist about this if you are serious about possibly doing the elimination diet, or at least doing a little bit more research, but this is something that you could possibly attempt. Now, if you go ahead and do this, or maybe you're making a food log and trying to track when your headaches are, what you ate or drank for that day, and just really aren't seeing a trend, then what might be the cause of your headache or your migraine is tension. And especially right now, with most of us working from home, being quarantined, we're sitting in front of the TV more, we're sitting in front of our computers more, maybe even helping out the kids with school. Now we're kind of hunched over, helping them lean over their desk, work on their homework. We're placing ourselves in these weird positions. Or if you're someone who likes to read before bed and you're sitting in bed, leaned up against the wall or the headboard, and now you're kind of in this forward position, that puts a lot of strain and tension on the back of your neck, on those muscles that help to keep your head upright, help with posture. So I think there's like a 75 or 80%, something like that, is more tension related headaches versus food related headaches and migraines as well. So make sure you're staying aware of what positions, either awkward or maybe you've been in that position for a while. You're like, hey, this is kind of weird. Or you wake up with like a stiff neck. Maybe start considering the position that you put yourself in each day. And I know it can be hard at work, especially if you're doing phone call after phone call or have a bunch of emails to respond to, but make sure that you're getting up at least every 30, maybe 60 minutes, just to give yourself a minute or two to kind of relax, de-stress, and stretch a little bit. Allow your neck to relax a little bit so those muscles aren't always fired and just continuing to tighten up and put a lot of pressure on to your neck, causing those headaches. And the reason why you want to make sure that you give yourself that relaxation period is because we have a lot of muscles that come in and attach in the base of our skull. And right back there is where we have different nerves and arteries come out, and they come and innervate or supply blood over like across our skull. So we want to make sure that we are stretching out those muscles. That way we're not having that constant tension on those nerves and the arteries causing those headache-like symptoms. Now, we have a couple other blogs on our websites that differentiates different tension headaches, migraines, cervicogenic headaches, stuff like that. So you can look into that blog. I'm sure it'll be posted sometime this month. I just don't know the exact date. But go ahead and look into that, and even look out for another educational video that may explain a little bit more about that. But head on over to our website. You can find a lot more information, more blogs, more Technique Tuesday videos that you can try, and just to see if you can reduce some of the tension and the stiffness in your neck and head to reduce those headache symptoms. All right, so I hope this helped answer a couple questions for you guys. Like I said, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to our office. All right, have a wonderful day and have a nice weekend.